So I had a long day. I just got home from Macaroni Grill. Had a dinner with my mom and stuff, and it was cool. I ate a lot. I feel like I'm about to fall asleep pretty fast. It was yummy. Um, so today was our first day doing a test run for the podcast for my film club, and I brought all my equipment. I got a new microphone, the Snowball Blue microphone. It's just this gigantic fucking ball as big as my tit. So it works nicely. So that was really cool to get to use that and stuff. And unfortunately, I used my DSLR, my Nikon camera, to do visual recordings, to record it visually. Duh. Video footage. To do video footage. Jeez, what the fuck? But I forgot that my DSLR is only going to record a set amount of footage, so I only got I think 16 minutes. I haven't reviewed it yet, but we did talk for roughly 50 minutes, so that was really cool. I'm definitely only going to be using the audio, and then I'm going to probably have to cut that down significantly because there's a lot of this is it's brand new and stuff, so we were kind of nervous, but I think I was kind of talking a majority of the time, so my two other classmates who are in my film class together and stuff, it was my classmate Jessica and Alberto, and I could definitely tell they were both a little bit nervous, but it was cool. We all ended up getting into it fairly quickly, so I'm just gonna try and cut out the nervousness from us. But yeah, I think I'll try to have that up sometime this week, hopefully. But yeah, I think I'm just gonna upload the audio. Oh. But I'm fat and happy. I need water. Getting back into, I'm trying to write a lot more, which I say for every fucking video, I really do. But I did finally make a little short story, which I published to my blog. And then I also put it on my Instagram. Both of which can be found in the About section of my YouTube channel if you want to take a look at them. But yeah, I was also reading some movie scripts for one of my classes. I read the script for Up in the Air, which it was fun to read the script, but I remember that I saw the movie in theaters, and I just saw it once, and I was just I just didn't fucking care. But now after reading the script, I'm just I kind of got a kick out of the script, so that was really cool. And then I also downloaded the script for the movie Scream the other day, and I read the first scene with the whole sequence with Casey Becker, Drew Barrymore's character, and how that whole thing was written out in the script. It was really cool to actually get a hands-on view of it, and it was the script when it was still titled Scary Movie, so that's really cool. But yeah, still have 10,000 books that I'm trying to finish. Still reading Dance Macabre from Stephen King, and then I ended up buying 2 more books of his. I bought his newest book that just came out this month, or the end of last month, last week or 2 weeks ago, The Institute, which I haven't even started reading yet because I am swearing to myself that I'll finish at least 1 book, Dance Macabre. I still haven't done that. So I think after I get done recording this video, I'll force myself to read a bit until I fall asleep. Yay me, because I don't have to work tomorrow. But I have to get my car smogged. Fucking Christ. And here are my hate doing this in here. But yeah, I also bought my first John Grisham book, which is The Reckoning, so that's pretty cool. I actually did read like the first chapter or two. So yeah, John Grisham does a lot of like lawyer kind of books and stuff, so but yeah, my I had walked into my dad's office and I was talking to my dad and my stepmom, and John Grisham book, the same book, The Reckoning, was sitting on the desk. It was a big old hard book cover. I'm just like, oh, you do read John Grisham, because I had always heard of John Grisham, and he and Stephen King are like buddies and stuff. So I like to listen to as much Stephen King stuff as I can. But then I realized that I think I've already listened to and watched every Stephen King interview that's out there. So I'm kind of moving on to different authors and stuff like that. Anne Lamott, whose book I finished a couple months back, Bird by Bird. And then I'm also, trying to look for other writers and stuff. I finished Breakfast of Champions from Kurt Vonnegut a couple months back as well, and that was very interesting. It felt like if this is going to make any sense, but it kind of felt like I was reading almost a foreword of the book, and then I'm just like, wow, this foreword is really long, and then I realized like, oh, this is the actual book. It kind of reads like a synopsis in a sense. So yeah, that was really interesting. One of my favorite quotes from Kurt Vonnegut I didn't realize was actually in this book. So that quote has stayed with me for years. So it was really cool to actually read the book that it was in the first place. Yeah, just try and get more reading in. Yeah, I think the thought kind of crossed my mind to like, I've been trying to like publish all the writing stuff that I've done for my creative writing class, because that's more of the writing stuff. And then my screenplay is screenplay oriented only. But for my creative writing class, I think I might kind of want to maybe do them as short films or something. For this one short story that I had done, it was supposed to be, the assignment was to go on to postsecret.com, find a postcard that someone had put on the site. Basically, they send a postcard in and they write a secret of theirs on it, and they just send it in and it gets posted to the site. So pick one and then write a short story inspired by it. And one of my personal rays of sunshine to get me out of some really bad times over the past 2 years was listening to the reruns of The Late Late Show with Craig Ferguson, and he's become my favorite comedian now. And I got the privilege and gift to see him back in April, for as an early birthday gift from my mom. So she and I saw him up in Anaheim at the Grove. So that was really cool. And then I also am reading his book as well, Writing the Elephant. It's a collection of short stories that he wrote, both real and made up. So I really like how he writes. Very natural, very descriptive, pretty cool. So Craig Ferguson, just one of those people whose work has got me out of a really dark place. And then basically the card that the person had posted was saying something along the lines of, this man's unabashed praise of therapy makes me feel like I can ask for help too. So that was really moving to me, because I fucking love Craig Ferguson. He's really open about going to therapy and taking mental illness seriously. And there's this interview he did where this was around the time where Britney Spears had her breakdown, shaving her head and that whole episode. And it was really, really touching to me when he had talked about. He was like the only comedian at that time who was not poking fun at it like every other big talk show host was. And that just made me respect him so much more. He was like trying to tell the audience like, hey, I'm not gonna do this kind of stuff because this is kind of serious, because he's had problems with alcohol and he's been sober for over, I think, 20 maybe 30 years. So, and then as of April 1st 2020, this next year coming up will be my 3rd year sober with no alcohol and stuff. So he's also one of those people who, one of my favorite celebrities or public figures that makes me want to stay alcohol free. I mean, I never really had a problem with alcohol in particular. It's just the place that I was abusing it. I was never dependent on alcohol, thankfully. I just binged. I found myself in situations where I could have as much alcohol as I wanted and wouldn't have to like get up the next day and I can nurse my hangover or whatever. But yeah, I just wrote this short story inspired by that postcard, and I'm actually really proud of it. I think the ending, like the very, very last paragraph, it's like a short drop off. It's like, yeah, it's short ending. If that makes any sense. I don't think the ending was long enough, in a sense. I feel like there was just I felt like it could have been a bit meatier or just a little bit more. But yeah, I had revised it a few times over the past 2 weeks, I guess, since I had turned it in. There were some similarities to someone that I actually unintentionally put in there, and I'm like, I don't feel comfortable with this, so I kind of took it down off Instagram, went back to the editing board, changed certain characteristics, and then re-uploaded it, because I noticed that it had similarities to someone I knew after I'd published it. And the thing is that like when I was writing it the first couple times or whatever, you know, like I'm a 28-year-old white like chick. I'm a 28-year-old chick or whatever. And I didn't want people to think that, you know, oh, this definitely feels like it's been written by a chick. So I made the character as completely different to me as possible. A dude, an older dude, whatever. So, yeah. One of the things that I really kind of just love about writing is once I painstakingly get off my ass and actually start doing it, it just starts coming. It just flows out of me like fucking word vomit. And it's like one of the best feelings is when I'm on a roll. And I just really love that. So, yeah. So I'm thinking about with that particular Craig Ferguson inspired story, I think I kind of might want to like make a little short film. So I think there's actually some stuff pretty interesting stuff I could do with it. So yeah. But yes, I think that's a good stopping point for right now. I was supposed to do a Joker update today because I saw the movie Joker on Friday, and I think I'm just gonna upload it tomorrow because I'm pooped and I'm about to fall asleep. I need some water. I had the shrimp scampi. It was yummy in my tummy. So yeah, alright. Till hopefully next time, tomorrow maybe, because I have tomorrow off. I gotta get my car smogged, because fuck that. Alright, night night.